That's better. Sorry, guys. It happened. Okay, let's get into the game. In the top right-hand corner of 16 bits in the red, it is Kaszanas playing his best here against the man in the bottom left-hand corner. In the blue, it is xEon. So, let's see. Whoa, that's going to be a Nexus first here from Kaszanas. I could potentially hint towards just charge lot aggression. I've seen some players play the charge rod all in, the pure charge rod all in with off a Nexus first. On the other side we have xEon with that hatchery first at the front, which is standard because the creep gets started off much better, and you also keep that third base here, that pocket natural, for later for a safe third, sometimes even fourth base. Sometimes some players even take this base as their fourth. So to have standard opening again here from xEon so far. Should be going for the Zergling speed in just a moment. Yep. And looking for that third base himself. A probe is here guarding. This is the moment also where xEon finds... Oh, this was a Nexus first. Okay. Because the cybernetics core is not done. And usually by the time the Overlord arrives, we don't see two gateways and the cyber core still being built. Okay, that's Adepts. Double Adept from Kaszanas. The second pylon here is a little bit out of the way, so I suppose that's for hiding some buildings. Oh no, actually, never mind. Hiding some buildings, I say. Stargate it is. No hidden buildings. Well, he kind of hid it because he did build it out of the range of the Overlord, the vision range. Oh, this is actually... And a second... No, not a second Stargate. Wait a second. That's just a plan, never mind. As he's being a little bit confused today. Well, see, this could very well go into Phoenix here. Phoenix do complement Adepts very nicely. Twilight Council is on the way for Kaszanas. First, just getting a few drone kills, 3. One of the Adepts is gonna go down. Second does get out at the moment. Wait, what does this did the Stargate do? Nothing so far. There is a Stargate, but the Stargate does nothing. And that's interesting. Ah, he's now going for the Oracle. Never mind. That was a little bit confusing here. xEon does scout it. He sees the gateways. He sees the Twilight Council, I suppose. Yep, he does. Templar's Archives. He did not see. But I guess he can assume, kinda. Ah, he's going there now. He doesn't want to assume. xEon wants to know. StarCraft is all about knowing, not just assuming. He can also be tripped off by the amount of adepts that he can see here, that this is not charged, but the resonating glaze. We also have the third nexus coming up for Kaszanas this time. He doesn't want to rely on two-base play at this point. There's no spore crawlers for Xeon, but I think he just feels safe. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna have a couple of Hydralisks out at any point now, and there's some in production, 7 in production, so I'm not scared of your Oracle, whatever. Storm for Kaszanas is about to go through here, which will give Kaszanas a nice little edge, I feel, because the Storm does do really nice, really nicely against Hydralisks and Zerglings. And the Banelings that are about to be finished up with their Baning speed as well. Robotic facility coming in anyways. You always also want to have detection, because lurkers are a thing if you're up against a Zerg. If you see a lurker, a Hydralisk den, you always want to be careful. 4th base for xEon. So nothing too surprising here. The +1 and the Hydralisk upgrades being finished, xEon probably what he wants now is just pumping out units. The worker count that he's got is pretty healthy, 1769 now. And all he can do now is getting units. This year we'll see if Kaszanas will have enough here. He's got a few storms. He's taking a 4th base for himself. The Oracle is still active. But it's about to go down. Good tank here. The 2nd one at least. Whoa, that's one lucky Oracle there. So, let's see, there's only one spore crawler here for Xeon. 2 actually. Just protecting the outlines of his bases. And that's a lot of Banelings. Holy moly, that's a lot of Banelings. There is not really a sentry or something for Kaszanas, so this could potentially be a risk here, because there's nothing to block off these Banelings or to keep the Hydralisks away from Kaszanas units. So this, we'll have to see how this is going to pan out for him. Oracle does go down, but not before getting another revelation off on the Zerg army here. Kaszanas doesn't quite know about the rest of the chunk, about the actual amount of Banelings. That's 26, and this is quite a little bit. The army supply is in favor, very much so, of xEon. That's a lot of High Templars though. Two Immortals at a time in production. There's 2 on the way for Xeon's melee. For the Zerglings. Big storm on the Hydralisks. Xeon coming in from 2 sides here. All of the banings have gone down, but xEon's still having a really big army supply lead here. He's 20 army supply ahead. But he's gonna have to build more banings. They did get some of the meat shield that Kaszanas had. Where are the... Oh, look at this. Drop into that third base. Oh my god. This could potentially deal absolutely devastating damage to Kaszanas. And so it does. He's getting 11, 12 workers. And he's likely to get that Nexus as well if he focuses a little bit. And once Kaszanas does react here, he is gonna have his fourth base overrun with Zerg. Oh my. Decides to sacrifice that natural. There's two more storms left, maybe 3. If he gets these storms off. Oh, he's not risking it. But 2 Nexi going down from Kaszanas, and that's actually... Ugh. Big storm on the High Templars. I'm actually dealing with xEon's army, but there's still more Zerglings ahead coming out. But that was a good warp in just in time to catch the Zerglings. Almost a little bit off guard, but there's still another wave here. xEon actually dropping an army supply. He's still on 4 bases. The 5th one is finished. There's no drones on that 5th base. But then again, xEon didn't lose a single worker in this game, so he can just decide to put workers on there whenever. That's a lot of immortals though. A lot. I was also getting a few workers. Oh, the banelings all go down that Archon. This is hilarious. Actually, this is kind of hilarious with how many immortals does Kaszanas have? 9, and these are 5, 7 now. xEon is just not fast enough to produce the Hydralisks. Whoa.